guys learned from the read aloud? Yeah. He invented lots of things. What were some of those things?
Swim flippers.
Yeah. The lightning rods, yeah. What else did he invent?
He didn't get to go to school that long. He couldn't go to school when he was 10 years old.
Yeah, that's right, because he had to do what?
Learn how to do other things.
Yeah, he had to help his family out. What else did he invent?
He invented glasses.
The bifocals, that's right. What else?
He invented stoves.
The stove, yes.
He invented the electric wheel.
He did. What else?
Swimming flippers.
The flippers in the for swimming, yeah. Anything else? What else?
He did something with a spider move.
Yeah, he made an artificial spider move because he was working on electricity. Yes.
He was helping his brother do something.
He helped his brother. He helped his whole family. Who remembers how many brothers or sisters it said he had?
16.
16. That's a lot. How many of y'all have 16 brothers and sisters? You have 16 brothers and sisters.
My cousin, he said it's a girl in his class. She said she had 16 brothers.
That's a lot of brothers and sisters. Woo! Anything else that he invented that y'all remember? There is another one that we haven't talked about.
He helped do electricity.
He helped with that electricity. How did he figure out about electricity? What did it say that he stuck outside during a storm? Yeah. Do you know?
He had pushed boats for to stop electricity hitting the boat stopped destroying buildings and stuff.
Okay. What did he sit on the porch and hold outside? We fly these when it's really windy.
A kite.
A kite, yeah. He put a kite outside. What is something that helps I don't know if you guys have used it. The fire department, what did it say he did with the fire department?
Help.
He set up the first volunteer fire department. What about libraries? What did it say he did for a library?
Helped his brother look at the libraries.
He did? Yeah.
He invented a school for poor people.
He did. He started working on a school for poor children. He helped do a library. He helped with a volunteer fire department. All right. So, did any of you guys know any of that before? No. You didn't? Okay, well, we're going to do a reader's theater. I'm going to have, does anybody want to read aloud? Me? There should be 5 good. Pitts. Put your hands down for just a second. Pitts, raise your hand. Robinson. Okay.
Cameron Robinson. Courtney Townsend.
Courtney.
Courtney Townsend. Kayla McLeod. Put your hands down unless I call your name. One more?
Yes.
Nadia Benson.
Oh, no, it's 2 more.
Taylor Coleman. Makenzie Worthy.
Okay, can all of y'all that I just handed one of those papers go to the front? All right, everyone else, I'm going to give you one, and we're going to follow along as they read. And I want y'all to underline anything that y'all think is cool or important or something you learned, and then we're going to talk about it when they're done reading, okay? So make sure you're following along and writing down. gonna read Emma. Who wants to be Dallas? You can be Dallas. Go sit over there by Emma. All right, y'all scoot this way. Here, actually, y'all take a big step back. Take a big step back. Okay, so I'm gonna let. You want to be George? Okay. Okay. We'll have you, George. You can be John Adams. You said Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and you're James Monroe. Okay? So, you're Emma and you're Dallas. So, y'all are going to be the interviewers. Dallas and Emma are going to be the interviewers that are in our Reader's Theater. And these are going to be our founding fathers that they're going to interview. So, y'all go ahead and start. Dallas?
My name is Dallas, and I'm reporting for KFEB News. I am here with Emma to interview a few famous people you might know.
That's right, Dallas. Today we have none other than George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and James Monroe in our studio.
The first 5 presidents. This is truly going to be a treat. Let's get to our first and most famous president, General George Washington. Hi, Daddy. Hello, Amy.
General Washington, it is an honor to have you here. I have so much to ask. How long were you president?
Well, Emma, I was president for 8 years. That is not a long time. What else did you do for becoming president? I surveyed land. That job helped me to buy my own land. I have more than any in the country.
Where did you go to school?
I didn't go to school. I did have tours who came to my house. I was more interested in the military. I joined the village Virginia when I was 20 years old. Wasn't that a bit scary? No, not at all. I enjoyed it being with other brave men. I fought in the French and Indian War. That was long before I was a general.
You fought in another war too, didn't you?
The Revolutionary. That's correct. I was the head of the entire American Army forces. There were many months where though we were lost to the British.
We wouldn't be the country we are without your leadership, General Washington.
I did this for my country. I care for my family and my troops. America is a great national. Thank you, General Washington.
Next we have the second president, John Adams.
President Adams, welcome.
Thank you. It was an honor to serve my country. You were vice president for General Washington, weren't you?
Yes, I was, but it was not by his choice. I was second in the electronic for president.
Election.
Election for president. Second
important and defend and correct, not just punish and gentle.
What is one of your proudest moments?
My son was elected president. That was a great moment. Being elected president myself was a true honor. I only served one term for 4 years. I was most proud of making peace with France and helping a draft
Declaration.
the Declaration of the Independence. Thank you, President Adams.
Our third president is Thomas Jefferson, a great author and leader.
Greetings. I'm very happy to meet you.
President Jefferson, you have been honored in many ways. You are on Mount Rushmore. Your picture is on American money.
The nickel and the $2 bill. What?
Yes, Dallas. But more important than honors like those is family. That is where my heart truly lies.
You have many children and a wife, but some of your children fell sick. It must have been difficult.
It was hard to move on. My wife and 5 of my children died very early. I didn't want to move on, but friends of mine like John Adams were very encouraging.
Besides being president for 8 years, what other
Accomplishments.
accomplishments did you have?
I helped in writing the Declaration of Independence. All men are created equal. It is my favorite quote. I also helped found the University of Virginia.
Did you have other occupations?
After attending college, I had a plantation, and I invented different things. Designed buildings. I had my own desk that I could carry around with me, a portable desk.
You explained our nation's land as well.
The Louisiana Purchase was very good for America. We received a lot of land at a good price. Lewis and Clark were kind enough to explore it for me.
Thank you, President Jefferson.
Finally, we have your fourth and fifth president. They are James Madison and James
Monroe.
Monroe.
You can be Madison, she can be Monroe.
Good afternoon, kids.
It is good to be here.
No offense to either of you, but you are both very different. That is true. I'm not handsome man like your Mr.
Monroe.
Monroe. Yes, I was a loud, hard voice. In Washington, I didn't shy from the argument.
Mr. Madison, what you lack in charm, your lovely wife Dolly makes up for.
Dolly Madison was host of the town in Washington.
You are the last of the founding fathers. Where you were the last president who had
You
help.
took somebody else.
Go back to Emma. Read the Dolly Madison. Read Dolly Madison.
Okay.
There you go. Dolly Madison.
This kid was host of the town in Washington.
All right. Madison.
My wife was a wonderful woman. She threw the most wonderful parties.
You are the last of the founding fathers. You were the last presidents who had helped with creating the laws for early America.
It was an honor to serve our country. President Madison, you are well known for your work on the Constitution. Our country's laws are important. American was brave. No, I did not write laws alone. The Congress had to oppose me.
Approve them.
Improve them. The bills are right. Was something I worked hard on the first 10
Amendments.
amendments.
You were also president during the next big war, the War of 1812.
War is never a good option. The British would lock our ship. However, they were again hurting our freedom. That will never be acceptable.
President Member, where did you learn law? From President Jefferson. I was a student of his from 1780 until 1783. I was also
Secretary.
Secretary of War and Secretary of State. There were many problems and disagreements in our country during your time. That is true. At first, things were very nice. I traveled the world in a time called the era of good feeling. Everyone seemed to get along so well. After that, the issues of slavery and territories caused our country a lot of
Grief.
I have heard of the Monroe
Doctrine.
Doctrine. What is that?
This means that I did not tolerate an European country in invading new land in the Americas. The time of
Conquering.
and hurting others needed to stop. What countries were still trying to
Conquer.
conquer others? Spain was very difficult to get along with. Eventually other presidents adopted my ideas and they named it after me. This led to much peace but also much arguing among the nations.
All five of you have done amazing things for our country.
You helped build a brand new nation into the greatest in the world.
Thank you for your time
really good. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that the people who were taking notes, let's talk about some of the things you guys learned. What are some of the things you underlined? Yes. What's something you learned? That George Washington joined the military when he was 20? Yeah? All right, what's something else you underlined?
Being a judge requires a good understanding of law.
Yep, judges have to know the law. All right, what's something else we learned about our founding fathers? Someone I haven't heard from. Yes?
President George Washington was president for 8 years.
He was president for 8 years. All right, who's somebody else that had to take notes? Yes.
America was brand new.
At one point, America was brand new. Yes, we became independent when? It said it in the book earlier that we read. When did America become independent from the British? What's something that we celebrate in July? 4th of July. Who knows why we celebrate 4th of July?
Independence Day.
Independence Day. That's when America, which is where we live, that's when we became independent. In July 4th, 1776. That's why we celebrate 4th of July. What's something else we learned about our founding fathers?
George Washington came from school.
He what?
George Washington didn't go to school.
He didn't go to school. Okay. Why didn't he go to school?
Tours. He had tours who came to his house.
Okay. Okay. What's something else we learned about our founding fathers?
War was never a good option. The British were blocking our ship. However, they were again hurting our freedom. That will never be accepted.
Okay, so what did you learn about from him? What was your takeaway from that? Think about it and I'll come back, okay? Yes, ma'am.
George fought in the French and Indian War.
He fought in the French and Indian War. All right, let's move away from George Washington. What's another founding father that we read about?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. What did we learn about Thomas Jefferson? Yes, ma'am. What's some things that we learned about Thomas Jefferson? Yes. We read about some money. What kind of money is he on? He's on the $2 bill, and I meant to bring you guys a $2 bill. I'm going to bring one next week.
And
You know what a nickel looks like. Got one right here. I'll bring you guys a $2 bill, though.
I know what it like. I got one.
You got a $2 bill? They're pretty cool, aren't they? Yeah. On. Okay. What else did we learn about Thomas Jefferson? Yes, sir. The Louisiana Purchase? So, how many of you have heard of the Louisiana Purchase? The Louisiana Purchase is when America bought, we bought a lot more than just Louisiana. We bought over 50% of what is now the United States at the time was Louisiana. So it was a lot. Do we have a map?
Yes. It's over there.
So, well, it was a lot. It was like almost half of this map. Well, it's okay. Well, there we go. So it was all of this middle section right here. They bought in the Louisiana Purchase. It wasn't just Louisiana. It was over 50% of what's now the United States. So it was a lot of land. And they got it for really cheap because they were trying to get rid of it. Napoleon was trying to get rid of it because he couldn't afford it. Okay, well.
You trying to make this right?
No, I'm trying to make it back up.
Just yank it, it'll catch.
I'm scared. I don't want to
Tight
it.
is tight like
Thank you. Okay, what else did we learn about Thomas Jefferson? Yes. Oh, we said Louisiana Purchase. And what was the Louisiana Purchase? What did I tell you it was? It was like half of America, right? And we got a whole bunch of land for really cheap. What else? Good. The Declaration of Independence. He helped write the Declaration of Independence. And when do we celebrate independence?
July
4th. July 4th, because they wrote the Declaration of Independence. Well, it was signed off on July 4th, 1776. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Good. Yes.
Thomas Jefferson's wife and 5 kids died very early.
Yeah, his family died early. That's right. His wife and 5 children. All right. What was another founding father that we read about? Yes. Okay, James Madison. What were some of the things we learned about Madison? Yes.
He said the laws are important.
Laws are important. Laws are so important. Why are laws important?
They can keep you safe.
They keep us safe. They're there for a reason, right? Right? Like I have to stop at a stop sign for a reason. It's a law for a reason. So we need to follow them to stay safe and be respectful. What else? Yes. Yes. He was not very handsome. That's right. Well, look at the page where we're talking about Madison. He was not very handsome. What else? Who did it say was handsome?
James
Monroe.
But people still respected him.
People still respected him. That's a great point. He wasn't very handsome, but he was very well respected. What else did we learn? Yes, ma'am. Yes, Congress has to approve any law Congress, and that's one of the things he was telling us about. Yes, sir.
Today, Madison, it was an honor to serve our country.
Yes, he was saying that it was an honor to serve the country. All right. So what about Monroe? Yes.
My wife was a wonderful woman. She threw the most wonderful party.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Madison says that he had a wonderful wife. How sweet. What else? Yes, ma'am.
Monroe traveled in a time called the Era of Good Times.
Good. Monroe traveled. During. That's who had a wonderful wife. Yeah, James Madison was the one who said he had a wonderful wife. Era of good feelings. All right, what else?
She said,
Who can tell me what was named after James Monroe? He made a specific thing that was in here. Yes. It was in here. One of the news reporters, Dallas, said, "I have heard of the what?" Yes. Monroe Doctrine. Good. All right, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We skipped over. Yes, sir. Because remember, it said Madison wasn't very handsome, but he had a wonderful wife. Right? That was talking about James Madison. Yep. Okay, so we skipped over John Adams. Who can tell me about John Adams? Tell me something about John Adams. Who have I not heard from? Hayden, can you tell me something about John Adams? Let's talk about John Adams. Yes. Was he elected president, John Adams? Okay, but was he elected president? No. Who was elected president? George Washington. Him and George Washington were going against each other. At the time, that was before. Now our president and vice president have to be elected together. That's one of our amendments. They have to be elected together. So at the time, that amendment wasn't in place. So whoever came in second got to be vice president. So in this case, who was vice president? John Adams. He became vice president to George Washington. Yes, he was the vice. George Washington was the president, and John Adams was the vice president. Did he say that he wanted to be vice president? No. What would he have rather been? A judge. He would have rather been a judge. moments. What does it tell us? Hang on, give her a second. He said, this was one of my proudest moments. What was it? I know, give her just a second. He said this was one of his proudest moments. Okay, what was one of his proudest moments?
His son was elected president.
What was it?
It says my son was elected president. That was a grand moment.
His son was elected president.
I was emotional. And it's even with the king and myself was a true honor. I only served 1 year. I was most proud of making peace with friends and helping to draft the bill.
Good. Okay. So, I'm going to pass out a piece of paper. I want you to do this independently, okay? I want to see what you learned from our Reader's Theater. Make sure you write your name on it, okay? Do it independently. It won't take us but about 5 minutes, and then we're going to play a little short game. You can use your the packet that I gave you to answer the questions if you need to. But you should know all these because we went over them.
Dad, wake up.
I'll get it. Hi, I got it. Wake up, buddy.
Excuse the interruption, first grade teachers, if you have any of Mr. McGraw's students,
All right.
you may go ahead and send those students back to their homeroom class at this time. Thank you.
You work, baby.
Miss McKee,
Yes.
let me start.
Yes, you may start. Write your name on it, and you can use your packet. Do it independently, please, girls. Independently.